couple questions I want to ask you. First and foremost, would you get a brain chip, computer chip tested in your brain for some money? Think about it for a second. I also want to ask you, do you think all convenience stores should have their products locked up in the back so that you can't just go and pick it up and go pay for it? Think about that, because I also want to know, do you think artificial intelligent chatbots can preach a good sermon? Be honest about it and think about it real quick. We're going to talk about all that and a whole bunch more coming up. You kicking it with KC. Yeah, man. Popular topics, pop tops that may or may not be talked about in the news. George truly, KC, MC, man. I want to get it off my chest, man. This first story is actually coming from usatoday.com. Elon Musk Neuralink, a tech startup aiming to create a brain-computer interface, has gained FDA approval for human trials of their brain implant technology with the goal of enabling paralyzed individuals to control devices through brain activity alone. Now, Neuralink's wireless implanted chip shows promising potential, and the company's valuation has risen to $5 billion from like $2 billion just a couple years ago. It's attracting investors despite the likelihood of it taking years before the widespread implementation. Now, while facing regulatory investigations and ethical concerns, Neuralink's advancements in brain technology could revolutionize human-machine interaction and lead to significant breakthroughs in medical treatment. However, competition from other companies and the need for further research and safety concerns and considerations highlight the challenges ahead. Are you scared of this? Would you test this out? They're looking for humans to test out this whole brain chip technology now, I should say. Now, Elon Musk's Neuralink company isn't the first company to do this, because I think they said Jeff Bezos, Amazon, he owns a company that's already invested in this, and then Bill Gates' company, the owner of Microsoft, they already started investigating and putting a lot of money behind this. So it's going on with other companies, but Elon Musk is one of the ones that's, widely known, and it's also getting the publication for it. Now, objectively speaking, yes, there are ethical concerns about the privacy and the use of brain data. If they put the chips in there, can they access your memories? Can they access your secrets? The company that's putting it in there? It's raising a lot of questions about the potential misuse of data. Now, you already concerned about the data that you willingly give up online. Imagine the stuff that you don't even willingly want to give up being in your brain by putting this chip in there. Yeah, okay, I can understand that. Yeah, then they talk about the long-term effects, potential risks of brain implants, still uncertain. More research is needed to understand the full safety concerns with this whole thing. Yeah, we don't know what can happen in the long run. 10, 20, 30 years from now, after this brain implant is imprinted in your body. What happens when you don't want it in there anymore? What happens when the battery gets old? It gets outdated. What happens then? They're also saying critics argue that the focus and resources dedicated to these brain-computer interfaces should be redirected towards more pressing global issues: poverty, healthcare, environmental challenges. We could be spending this money on other stuff. Y'all trying to put computer chips in the brains. That's why, objectively speaking, I get it. Yeah, it is a little waste of time and money and resources. But let's be honest about this. Let's be honest. It can greatly improve the quality of life. People are already lazy. They already got voice assistant things where you can just, hey, Amazon, order me new paper towel. You don't even have to get up and go to the store, let alone even put it on your phone. You can just yell it out, and then they'll deliver it via DoorDash. You don't even have to go out and get it anymore. So just imagine you not even have to lift up your finger or say anything now. You can just think it, and it comes to life. Improving and more importantly, this is built for people who are of paraplegic status, people with disabilities, giving them the ability to use their brain and their thoughts to control the limbs that their body cannot control. We're also talking about how this could pave the way for medical treatments, brain treatments, things like that. While you just writing it off about your data, they don't care about what kind of porn you watching. How about we help out people who actually need this and can connect their brain with their limbs things of that nature. Yeah, also, yeah, of course, you can play video games and stuff like that on it. But we want that. If we're going to be able to do all this high-tech stuff, let's be able to play video games and watch the adult-rated movies. We want that in all of our technology. We know this. So I fully support it. I think people should sign up to test this out immediately. People of all races and ages, so it can be very diverse in its findings and researches. And I think you should do it because I want to see what it's going to look like, but I'm not going to do it. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. We got another topic for you real quick. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. So we talking about Walgreens implementing this new strategy, I guess. If you want to call it new, this is coming from news.wttw.com. Walgreens has unveiled a new redesigned store in downtown Chicago that takes a digital-first approach. And with most merchandise intentionally being kept out of sight. The store features only 2 aisles for everyday essentials, while the rest of the products, including cosmetics and gift cards, are stored in an off-limits fulfillment area. Customers can order these items through a kiosk system or online for pickup. While Walgreens claims the redesign is not primarily aimed at deterring theft, retail experts suggest that it effectively combats rising incidents of shoplifting. The experimental store reflects a shift towards digital convenience, but may also raise concerns about limited product accessibility and potential inconveniences for shoppers. A lot of people in middle America are not used to not having access to everything in the store. They're saying, whoa, I gotta ask you to grab a Snickers or something like that, or a 2-liter. Or some condoms? I gotta say it in front of everybody that I need some condoms. Come on, man. But what they don't know is a lot of people in the inner cities, we've been experiencing this for a long time. But let's just be objective, talk about it. So yes, the experimental store is going to inconvenience a lot of people, limiting your ability to browse and select stuff freely. What if you just want to walk through and see what's available? You be like, dang, I know I needed something else. What was it though? Let me just walk through. Oh yeah, I did need curling iron extensions or something like that. Let me grab that. Oh, my girl did say she needed some sandals. Let me grab. You see what I'm saying? You might be limiting your money on that, Walgreens. You might be limiting. That's all I'm saying. Then, if you storing a significant portion of your merchandise in the off-limit area, it's going to hinder spontaneous purchases. Just like I said, random people, coming in there, wanting to see something, coming there to purchase one thing, and wind up purchasing. I do that all the time, which is why I try to limit what the heck I even go in the store for. So that's another example. But also, it's just the fact that it seems like it's also really just affecting a certain demographic of people. It's only in certain stores, in certain demographics. This ain't everywhere. Are they going to push this everywhere? It's a lot of stuff to think about. All I know is I support it. I think you should be limited to it. Yeah, okay, so you ain't going to be able to just go in there and just walk around and stuff like that. You don't need to be stealing. If you know what you want, go in there and get it and get the heck up out. They should do this for all. Let me just say this. The fact that they doing this, it's making it challenging for people to steal. Tell me you don't know when you walk into a store or you in a store and you see some young people or even an older person, anybody in the store, and they look suspicious, or even you catch them stealing. How you feel? How does that make you feel? Do you feel like, dang, I wish they would get caught? Do you snitch on them? Do you want to snitch on them? Do you even think about snitching on them? Or do you just mind your business? Do you support it? That's my whole thing. Listen, I have definitely stolen before in my life. I will go on record to say that. But I wasn't a good thief. As a business owner, I don't want nobody stealing from me. Nobody wants anybody stealing from them, whether you're a business owner or not. The point is, that's why I support it. It stops people from stealing. Also, minimizes the opportunity for crime sprees, safeguarding against theft. It just helps with their fulfillment, their supply chain. They know exactly what's coming in, exactly what's going out. They don't have to guess and go do inventory manually. It's all done on the kiosk, on the computers for the businesses. I support that. It's gonna help businesses run a lot more efficiently. I support more stores. You should make like a Macy's, stuff like that. No more trying on products. COVID changed all that. Go on Macy's, find out what they got in inventory on the computer. It just rolls out, or one of the people bring it out. You see if you like it. If you want to try it on, you got to put a deposit down. That's a cleaning fee. Try it on. That'll limit a lot of women. A lot of women just doing that little store, running around, being in the store for hours. No, know what you want. Get in and get up out of there. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Let's switch it up real quick. I got to ask you this question. It's coming from apnews.com. Can a chatbot preach a good sermon? Not just any sermon, a good sermon. A groundbreaking church in Germany featured an artificial intelligence AI chatbot, ChatGPT, delivering a sermon to a packed congregation. The 40-minute service created by the AI and a theologian attracted a significant interest by the Protestant convention. While some attendees were intrigued by the AI-generated sermon, others found it lacking in emotion and spirituality. The event highlighted both the potential and limitations of AI in religion, with proponents seeing opportunities for increased accessibility, while critics expressed concerns about depiction and the need for diverse representation. Despite its role in assisting religious leaders, the AI's inabilities to truly understand and interact with the congregation remained evident. This would have been a heck of an experience. Did you hear what I said? A 40-minute sermon. None of the wool. Let's just be objective first before I get to tweeting and talk about how much I like it. First and foremost, yes, it lacks the human touch, the feel, the emotional connection to the Bible and to the word, as well as with the congregation, which is essential in religion, right? You don't really connect with your congregation. How do they feel the need to come back? How do they feel to actually take you as a leader within the spirit? It's hard to do that. Relying on AI and religion practices raises concern about the potential manipulation to the religious teachings and a spread of a single or biased perspective. Also, it could just be one way, the computer's way of interpreting this Bible. The Bible is usually interpreted, or not just the Bible, many different books of religion are interpreted many different ways. So does that skew things because it's only told by one person or one entity? And then it also limits AI's understanding. Well, AI's understanding is limited, and its interaction with the Congress, like we said, is also limited. It's not going to necessarily know the people in the community, the families, like the real preacher and the leaders of the church are really doing. So let me get on the side of supporting this, though. I love it. Did you hear me? A 40-minute sermon. None of that, and the Lord said, I'm only going to be here a minute. No offense, but come on, man. If you cut all that out of a sermon, you probably cut about another 20, 30 minutes up out of the sermon. Yeah, you can still have that connection to the audience, but cut all that extra stuff out, man. Give me the word. Let me get up out of here so I can watch kickoff with the Lions and the Bears. Stop playing with me. Y'all know what it is. Ultimately, it showcases the potential in technology and religious practice. It can streamline the service, make it a lot quicker. I support that. Alleviates the workload of these religious leaders who are, in most cases, old as hell. No pun intended. Old as hell. Nah, y'all ain't got to do all that. Sit on the side, drink your water, make your corrections, add in a little bit, maybe do a final word at the end. And then let's get up out of here, man. Get the collection plate and let's go. Let's go, man. That's what I'm saying, man. It makes more space in the church. You can get rid of some of these people that ain't doing their job in the sermon anyway, in the church. Get them up out of there. Man, all I'm saying is I support AI in the church. Let the artificial intelligence and the chat GPTs be the preachers. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386, man. Let's switch it up. Yeah, man. We talking about music now. What up, Don? Checking in on social media, man. So we listen to Rob 49 Project For God 2. We listen to this on YouTube Music, no endorsement. This was 17 tracks, 42 minutes. I don't think it's currently any singles just from him himself playing on the radio, especially here at Power 96.5 WQHH Lansing. But a couple songs stood out to me. Stood out to me either in a good way and a bad way. I'll just name them out. Cuz I was one. TRX featuring Roddy Ricch was another one. There's another song called Tweaking. It was like 1 minute. It was like 1 minute and 15 seconds, like on some old town country road stuff. But what I will say is, it went kind of hard though. It went kind of hard. Pause. Then there was another one called Peelhead. Another one called Believe You. Lick Me. Pause again on that. Actually, I really did like that song. And another one called Shake Some featuring YTB Fat. Now, not all these songs stood out in a good way. I will say Peelhead was all right. I think most of it was just like the beat. This dude, a lot of him and a lot of other rappers nowadays, they rap off beat, off cadence, off melody, and it kind of irritates me. It kind of tweaks me. I try to get with the times, but it's just not for me. Now, despite that, a lot of stuff he was talking about, I ain't live that life, but I can get with it. Some of these joints was pretty straight though. What was that? 1, 2, Cuz I, TRX featuring Roddy Ricch, Tweaking, Peelhead, Believe You, Shake Some. That's 6 tracks out of 17. We shooting at over a third. What, 35%? Something like that. That's not bad. That's not bad for a project I really didn't expect to like anything from. Will I go back and listen to any of those? Does it have any replay value from me personally? I will say hell no. But let me know what you think about Rob 49 as a rapper, as an artist. If you listen to any of his other songs, let me know if you like it. And let me know what you think about his project if you listen to it. It's called For God 2. I didn't listen to the first one. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. We switching it up, man. Now we about to talk about TV shows and movies that we seen. And Corn Stream scenes I saw, you know what I mean? Check this out. We finished Dave on Hulu. This is on FX Hulu, no endorsement. Season 2, I believe. Might be season 3. I should have double checked that, right? It was 10 episodes total. The theme for this was Looking for Love. This is Dave on his Looking for Love tour. Touring the country, doing his album, whatever the case may be. He experiences a whole bunch of crazy stuff. See a bunch of celebrity cameos. He even allegedly kind of faked his death with something that happened. I can't really explain. It's a lot that happened in 10 episodes. Nonetheless, this is what I'm going to say about season 2. I like Dave as a TV series. I like this as a series in general. It's pretty funny. It's a white Jewish rapper. He can spit. Some of his words, some of his songs be super white people-ish, but he can spit some bars when he really want to. But a lot of it don't be rhyming, but that's a whole nother subject. Point is, okay, he decent. He's a very funny, outgoing, kind of like different comedy style person. But when I compare it to like anything else, it's, I don't know how to describe it. I can't necessarily describe it. It's like the dry humor. I don't even know if that's necessarily it. But I like it. What I want to speak on is the last episode. The last episode where Brad Pitt was there. He did some type of music video and Brad Pitt was there. And this crazy fan had killed Brad Pitt allegedly or something like that. That was actually kind of funny, bro. That was actually pretty decent. Drake was in it. He made his cameo at the end. I kind of figured Drake was going to make that cameo. But nonetheless, it was pretty straight. I would recommend it. Dave, if you haven't seen it, let me know what you think about it in general as a show. Or let me know what you think about season 2. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386, man. Let's switch it up, man. Let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man's pots and pans. Let's get into it, dog. Boxing, first and foremost. Earl Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. That's still locked in for July 29th as of right now. My prediction, I'm going for Bud. Terrence Crawford. That's just going off of what I've seen. I've seen him box maybe once or twice. I don't think I've seen an Earl Spence Jr. fight yet. Not to discredit him, but I'm gonna go with Bud on this one. We're gonna see, and I think that's it in regards to boxing. So we're gonna keep it moving. It was some other boxing news, but we're gonna keep it moving. I did have something in that regard. So I'm gonna switch it up to NBA / WNBA. So I watched a couple WNBA games today, actually. I watched Dallas Wings versus the New York Liberty. I actually haven't sat and watched some full games in a minute. It was pretty entertaining. No slam dunks, no like killer crossovers, but you know they put some moves out there, some blocks, some good defense, fundamental basketball. What I didn't realize is those WNBA games don't score that much, especially compared to the NBA. They scoring like 70, 80, 90 points. They rarely scoring over 100. Like they said, like for the first time, one of these things. I also watched the Seattle Storm versus Washington Mystic. Sue Bird of the Seattle Storm, formerly of the Seattle Storm, getting her jersey retired tonight. Shout out to her, Sue Bird of Seattle Storm. But Seattle was getting beat by 40-14 in the first quarter. They ended up catching up. They lost by like 5 or 6, 71 to like 65 at the end. So they caught up. It was pretty decent, but the fact that's another example. The final score was in the 70s and 60s. So it's a little bit different pace, a little bit different action. Nonetheless, it's a good look. It's a decent feel. And I didn't feel bad supporting it. So WNBA action underway right now also, man. Y'all get a chance. Check out the WNBA. What up, Kiki in the house representing, yo. All right, so moving on to the NBA. Number 8, Miami versus number 1, Denver Nuggets. NBA Finals. Denver got the lead right now, 3-1. All right, they got one game away from winning their first championship in franchise history. Nikola Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray. I will say KCP and all, whatever. He there. Point is, the boys are going off. They're consistent. They're laying it down. I don't know if I want to credit Denver's offense more or their play more or discredit Miami more. But the point is, Denver's showing up when they need to. Miami is not. I don't want to fully count on Miami because I'm still going to stand on. I think Jimmy Butler and Miami they might get the job done one more time in Denver. Denver got the good chance of ending the finals in Denver and winning tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. They got a good chance of doing that. But I think Jimmy Buckets and them boys going to come back with a vengeance, and they're not giving up. They not giving up. So I'm still going to say Denver, but I'm going to say Denver in 6. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. We about to go ahead and get up out of here before we do that. Thinking out loud real quick, man. Men with your nails getting polished. Colors. I can't take you serious. Yo, I go to the dispensary. It's a man giving me my order with his nails done. I go to the liquor store. I go to the Family Dollar. Drake got his fingernail. As if we don't already have enough for these rappers and artists, male artists with their fingers painted. Now Drake is doing it. This is all I want to say. All right, to each its own, first and foremost. But don't expect me to take you serious if you got your fingernails polished a certain any color. Fingernails polished as a man. Getting them taken care of is one thing. But getting them polished, getting them done, I can't take you serious, bro. I don't care how that sound. Even on Pride Month, respectfully. I just can't take you serious. I don't even know how you want to take that. But I can't take you serious as a man. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments and call into the show. 313-466-4386. Man, we about to get up out of here, but before we do that, I need you to do me a favor, man. Kick it with KCMC on all social media. That's at KIWKCMC. Let's kick it with KCMC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on Instagram right now, going live. What up to Donald Kiki? Show love on the Instagram. Tell a friend to tell a friend. KIWKCMC. That's Kick It With KCMC. Just the abbreviation. Show love to my sponsor, Team Elite, man. They on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also at Team Elite 313. That's at TEAMELITE 313. And check out their premium urban-based athleisure wear. That's athletic leisure wear, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tech fleece jogger sets, varsity sets, and more. It's all on their website, teamelite313.com. Ask your mom. You know what it is, baby. I appreciate you for kicking it with KCMC, man. Throwing it out there, man. Hey, if you got a couple dollars, donate to the show so we can grow right there. Appreciate it. Also, man, if you got this far in the video, hit that like button. We appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the alert so you know when we going live. And also, tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We up out of here. We're going to try to be back again come Tuesday.